just raid and say happy birthday. That feels so awkward because then I'm like, she'll ask, how's your stream? And I'm like, oh, I stream keyboards. Does she stream keyboards sometimes? What do you do? There's no keyboards here. Elephants, come on, mate. No.
Don't you dare. Oh, you bastard. Rory. Rory, what are you doing, mate? Rory, no. Classic Rory. Oh. What are you doing, Rory? Oh, no. Guys, what are you doing, dude? I thought I snuck past. I was hoping to sneak past. That is so loud. Well, thank you for that, A. That was absurd. Yeah, I can.
All right.
Hey, what up, guys? Rory, I saw you stream. Well, I caught the end of it anyways. That was, yeah, super sick. Honestly, I'm surprised, like, how much of a difference the tape mod actually made. Guys, welcome. I was planning, I thought you had finished your stream, and I was kind of, like, waiting until you finished, so that way I would start. Cause, like, I don't know, now I have to, like, pretend I know what I'm doing in front of, like, this many people. You know, just, like, fumbling around on my own. So, yeah, I'm, Alright! I appreciate the raid, but I'm also kind of like, now there's people watching, and I was just gonna fumble. So, it does? Does it really? Oh, it's going through the wrong mic. Sick. Alright, we should be better now. What up, dudes? Yeah, thanks for the raid, I guess. Man, I really thought I snuck past. How you guys doing? Thank you so much for the follows, guys. Also, great friggin' Titanic flute you had there going there. A 10 out of 10. Appreciate the follows, guys. Hope you guys are doing well. Yeah. Who would have thought? Using a proper mic instead of the, I don't know, which one was I using? Oh, I was using, like, some USB one, so. So, these are Moyu Blacks, or Dark Jades or something. Yeah, it was the webcam mic. But welcome everyone who's new. How you doing, EJZX? Hope you're doing well. It's good to have you all here. What DE? What's DE? I'm pretty small brain. Like, what's DE? Are you gonna like do like some D's nuts thing? Come on, Kujo. Come on. I'm using I'm using Pop OS as my OS. My desktop environment. It's GNOME. I'm just running off GNOME here. Yeah, so it's nothing special. It's just Pop OS. And yeah, I really enjoy Pop OS as a platform. I think super nice. Yeah, a bit of a GNOME boy. I tried using, you know, a couple of different variants. And I tried fiddling around with like using Plasma or, you know, other things. But it just wasn't, yeah, it wasn't for me. Wasn't for me. I just kind of got used to having GNOME and having my Windows everywhere, rather than like that standard Windows thing.
Oh, yeah.
Jamboards. What are you doing, dude?
Honestly, YTB.
I don't know why you guys do it. Why? What's the deal? Don't. Stop subscribing. It literally, all you're doing is giving Jeff Bezos money. And I don't think he needs any more than that. How you doing, Zenith? Welcome. I actually... Zenith. Damn it. I know the name, but I'm trying to remember. I'm doing well. I'm doing really well. I really like the auto tiling that Pop devs. Yeah, dude. Honestly, like, I'm a big fan. I just really enjoy the platform. It's Linux is a headache entirely, but Pop OS makes it a little bit better. I don't know what the weather's like where you guys are, but I'm in Sydney and it is humid as hell and it is friggin' sweaty and gross. So it's disgusting. 3 out of 10. 3 out of 10. So make sure you guys hydrate. Go stay hydrated. It's so gross. 3 out of 10. It's really bad. Yeah, you know what? Maybe even 3 out of 10 is a little bit too much. But yeah, I guess I don't know. I feel like most people who would watch Rory probably know of me, or not of me, but like that makes me sound terrible. I feel like you've stumbled across someone's stream. I feel like Rory's rated me enough where people know of my name. But yeah. Yeah, honestly, I genuinely was quite surprised as to how much that tape mod affected the sound. Really impressed with that board. Like, just honestly, like, just looks wise, it just looks so appealing. You know, I guess maybe it might not sound as amazing or whatever, but it looks great. I'm kind of sad I didn't get in on it. But, yeah, basically for today, I am just lubing up some switches for a Cajal build. So I eventually got around to deciding that I wanted. Well, I've been meaning to build this thing for a long time. And yeah, I think like it's come to a point where I've had this board for so long now. I think it's well overdue for a build. So this is the Cajal. It's a 40% or 45. It's got a big knob. It's a heavy weight. It's super heavy brass. Really nice build. But yeah, just gotta do some little bit of lubing on these Mogi blacks or dark Mogis, whatever you want to call them. Just so they feel a little bit better. It's like they're moving away from Gnome. Yeah. Honestly, I don't really keep up to date with a lot of the news. But interesting. Yeah, I know they're trying to do quite a lot of things. I mean, like they're even made like a mechanical keyboard, made by System 76. I mean, they make their own laptops. Like, I think they're trying to tackle quite a lot of things. So, I mean, hopefully it does well for them because like I think the team's pretty solid. You know, I think like the OS is solid, so pretty stoked. 40% is best percent. Key mystery. Mate, you're speaking my language, dude. I might have this 65 in front of me, but you know, I'm a huge fan. Dude, 40%, honestly, I think they get a lot of hate, but they're sick. I think they're super convenient. So this the Cajal kind of has like a bit of history behind it, so I'm super stoked to kind of have it in my collection. If it didn't, I probably wouldn't really have it. You want to try an Ortho 40? Yeah, dude. I definitely would recommend. There's a bunch of different Ortho 40s out there. You can get the super cheap too. I think like the Contra is one of the cheap ones. You can go like the standard plank, and I mean like planks are solid. A lot of people like them. I quite like the plank, but yeah, definitely try out like an Ortho. I think it's super interesting to get used to. But once you get used to the Ortho 40, I think yeah, I think there's a bit of a learning curve. But after that, I think it clicks, and I mean aesthetically, I quite like it a lot. It's in a different realm of staggered, but it's super nice. My only complaint with a Ortho 40 was the fact that it's just so so squished together, so cramped. So yeah, I just found that it was just too crampy for my shoulders. So that's why I designed a split Ortho 40. And then that's kind of been super nice. Big fan. Yo, what up, Warm Thoughts? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. I'm going to try an Ortho 40 next. So I'm just catching up. Yeah, 10 gig USB port, USB hub is pretty sick. USB hubs in general, I think there should be more of them in keyboards. I like your thoughts there, Key Mystery. The 65. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of knobs in general. I don't know. I don't get the rave. A lot of people are really keen on them, and I don't really get it, honestly. I think they're a little bit too much to rave about. Like I've never like thought I need a knob for this. Or like, you know, I don't know. Maybe once I start using one, it'll be a little bit better. Anyone here for GMK Drac? Yeah, I might grab it. Part of me wants it a little bit, but the other part, I'm kind of like, eh. I feel like, I might grab it and then realize that eventually down the line I don't really want it, so then I'll just sell it off afterwards. I think that'll probably be how it'll work. But if I don't get it and then later down the line realize that I did want it, I'd be kind of sad. So. Hey, thank you, Key Mystery. I appreciate the feedback on the Let's Tango. I'm bringing out some split. I don't know if stacked acrylic is more your thing, but I am gonna get some stacked acrylic ones cut. So they'll be like a cheaper variant, and they'll, yeah, I guess, kind of allow people to try the layout without having to, spend an arm and a leg for it. So, and they're quite nice. I think I'll show you the one that we're going with. So this is the stacked acrylic version. So this is 1/2. Super nice, super clean. Looks really good. Let's use it confirmed. Did anyone get GMK Arch? I actually got a couple sets. I think they look good. Cujo, no one needs to know that. Come on now. Honestly, same. How good are keyboards? Same. Just no one needs to know who they are, who they came from. They're my arms and legs. I've got them spared. It's literally reminds me of that joke where it's like the blood bank's always asking for blank. The blood bank's always asking for blood, but whenever I turn up there and I'm like, hey, I have all this blood. They're always asking me all these weird questions, like, where'd you get the blood? Who's, like, why is it in a bag already? Whose blood is this? And I'm just like, I'm just here to give you blood, Yeah, fair. I mean, I think that's probably going to be pretty common key mystery. The corn, Mace. How good's the corn? There's so many cool boards out there. I don't know if you guys have seen, there's a new board coming out soon. It's it's an ergonomic board. What name is it under? It's so nice. And like, I've kind of gotten to a point where I'm like, I don't really need that many more boards. I think I'm like pretty much done on boards in general. There's a couple of them that I'm still looking for that I haven't found yet. And one of them was like a bit of a better Ergodox style. And so this here, called the Manibus, I think has piqued my interest enough that I'm going to look into it. I guess I should probably try and bring up a little photo. Which one is this? it is... God, where am I? Ba-ba-ba-ba. Here. Sick. Here we go. Yeah, so this is the Manibus. Super nice, super cool board. I've been looking for like something like fancy, I guess. A little bit fancier than like the Ergodox. So like, I've got the Ergodox back there. It's the back up, right at the back there, and it's super cool. Such a nice layout. I have many complaints with it, just because after you use it for a little bit, you know, I just think there's a couple of things that I would change, and you know, there's yeah, quite a few things that I would change, and it's oh, it's so funny hearing Rory complain about GMK and how GMK sets aren't suitable for his layouts and his boards, and I just sit there and laugh because like for almost any board I need to get at minimum 3 kits, and it's just insane. Like, it's a reason why I never bought GMK sets, because they're just so expensive. But yeah, it's a super cool thing, and it tackles a lot of the issues that I really wanted different about the Ergodox. And yeah, so originally I was going to design something aluminium for me, but this guy's designed something that's pretty much perfect, so why would I, you know? Dude's got like a super cool like magnet system going on in between them as well. Like, I love this. Like, so cool. And the magnet stick, it's just, yeah, love it. Love how good this is. So, anyways, that's that board, if you were interested. That's what I've been looking at for a little bit. Oh, and one of the things that it highlights in this is that this kitting alone should fit almost any other GMK like set, like just a base kit. It should fit the base kit, so that's sick. But yeah, so that's a board that's going into Group I in December. So I cannot buy you one, Cujo. I am sorry. I'm gonna struggle to buy myself one, so you'll have to buy yourself one. Hanging out on Gumtree. Yeah, I am. I occasionally open up on Gumtree. You know what I was searching? I was looking to get free mulch for my garden. So, you caught me, dude. It's all been a ruse. How did you know? Mulch gang, that's it, baby. Need some new mulch. Actually, I need it for my compost. I was looking for... What did I look for exactly? Sawdust for my mulch. So, hey. My hands are up. You caught me. Okay? Am I arrested? Am I going to be arrested? True, that's right. Outside, there's not keyboards. So, is it even real? Why would you even go outside, you know? That's a good point. I hadn't thought of that. Alright. What time is it, man? God, it's 11 o'clock. I haven't even started yet. It's 11 o'clock. I don't know. I think I'm only going to do these 30. Because, good lord. I realized I honestly, part of me said, like, you know what, maybe you don't want to lube those switches, because that would mean I'd have to lube switches, And so I almost was like, you know what, we'll just build the Cajal with you know, non-lube switches. And maybe it'd be alright. But maybe it won't. And that's the kicker. So. Which server am I on? Australian. OCE 3. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you said... Sorry, I saw your comment earlier about the CTF. I'm terrible at CTFs. But I can pretend I know what I'm talking about. So, depends what topic it's on. Yeah. I'm not good at it, though. So, don't come after me when you don't win. Okay, you don't know yet? Well, yeah. Good luck, dude. I'm never good at CTFs. I mean, I play them occasionally at conferences or whatever, but yeah, I'm no god. But you're welcome to try and message me as I pretend to know what you're talking about. I don't know, maybe there's something I can help with. Just depends. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Be better than doing anything, you know? Yeah. Oh, what's that? What up, dude? Do you think this will help? Oh, I skipped your B fact. I am so sorry. I was too busy lubing switches. Do you think this helps? Okay, B fact. What do you want to know about? Okay. B fact, we've got... Okay. What keyboards bees use? You know, they don't really use keyboards, Cujo. I'm sorry to tell you this. But bees aren't real, because they're outside. And keyboards are real, because they're inside. No, what do you want to know about? Do you want to know, Shut up, Cujo. Cujo. It's not allowed. Do you want to know about honey, the queen, other bee? Did you ask this before? Did you redeem this previously? No, that was NF God. Yeah, what do you want to know about? Queen, the hive, honey, harvesting honey, pollen. Can they see colors? So they can't see color. I think they can see colors, but it's not how they determine it's not how they determine what flowers are, you know, due for pollination, I guess. How often do beehives replace their queens? That's not really a... Well, I guess it's a question. It's not really a fact, but it's probably valid, right? So it depends. So hives won't replace a queen unless they need to, because it's quite efficient, right? Like, nature's super efficient, and they will often do what is the most efficient thing, right? So a hive will replace a queen if something's wrong, or if the queen dies. So generally there's no like set amount of time. I mean, the average queen lives about 6 years. However, if you are going based off not traditional, but commercial beekeepers will they'll actually change out the queen every 2 years, and that's just because the queen is more efficient in the first 2 years than she is every year after that. So, you know, your standard, you know, I guess non-commercial beekeeping, you're a backyard beekeeper like what I am,
they won't change the queen unless they need to. Which, yeah, after like 6 years, often at that point, the queen has slowed down in laying eggs. But how often a hive itself will just change it really just depends. I mean, the queen itself she could become, you know, she could be, for whatever reason, maybe she got injured, she could stop laying eggs as efficient, she might have just been not fertilized properly, so that could be it. They could also just like decide they don't like her anymore. Maybe she's causing drama at the office. Who knows? But yeah, they can go ahead and kill the queen, re-raise a new one. But yeah, there's no exact time per se. Sorry, boss. When the queen dies, is she eaten by the other bees? No. No, they won't eat the bees. Bees are not carnivorous. Yeah. They won't eat... They don't eat meat, they don't eat each other. They will never eat each other. Come on, Springs, work with me here. Talking about bees. Yeah, they will never kill each other. Well, they will never eat each other, I guess. It's a better way to say it. And yeah, by the way, bees, they will eat their own, like, they eat pollen, and that's how they survive. Like, they produce honey for themselves to eat it, and then pollen as well. What the hell happened to this spring? Super weird. It's like a little bit funky. And yes, I am specifically talking, when I talk about bees, it's specifically the European honeybee. Enemy clans will never assassinate another queen, but they will often steal from them. They'll steal from the hive. They'll do what's called robbing, and basically they go into another hive, especially if it's a weaker hive, and they will go in there and steal their supplies. So they'll steal their honey, they'll steal their pollen, and rob them of everything they've got. Ideally, that shouldn't happen. But it can, and often does in nature. Except for the one that eats bee meat. Yeah, that's a completely different one. I mean, like, you can go into specific... There are so many different, not versions, but species of bee that exist. So when it comes to that, like, there's so many. Most other bees don't actually have traditional hives that we see. They don't have a beekeeper. You can't keep them. They're not honeybees. So in that sense, they're, yeah, very different. They will often, a lot of bees actually operate as lone wolves. And specifically, a lot of our native bees will act as lone wolves. So they won't have like a colony of like 50,000 bees to go home to. They live with their own. They live on their own. I know bee larvae get selected by the hive to become a queen. How does this differ from when they feed the usual larvae? Do we know what makes a queen material? Okay, so I'll unpack that in two questions. So they feed... I believe it's just a different mixture. So they produce... I'm not sure if they produce something specifically. You know, maybe part of their gland produces something different, but I'm pretty sure it's just a different mixture of honey. As far as I'm aware, I haven't done a lot of research on royal jelly, honestly. So yeah, definitely don't know that much about royal jelly. And do we know what makes this queen materially different from the female bees? So it's quite a few things. It's size, but often the size will actually happen afterwards. So they incubate her, not incubate her, but they feed her for a longer period. So they'll feed her for an extended period of time. And like, I think it's like an extra 4 or 5 days more than like your regular female bee, your worker bee. And when that happens, she gets basically really fat. And then, well, not really fat, but she becomes a little bit bigger. What happens is then she flies out, has her mating ritual. And then when she returns, that is when it she then gets fattened up. But she's also fully inseminated with sperm and is ready to lay eggs. And she's fattened up to a point where she can't fly anymore. And then at that point, she starts laying. They don't nap together. Not really. They often will nap in between the cells where their honey is. But they won't like directly go, I'm gonna nap next to, you know, like, they don't, yeah. They'll normally like go into the cells and just nap. But yeah. I guess sometimes they can go like next to each other and nap. They often do that when they need to keep certain things warm, like honey or brood. Yeah, they will do that. That's right, they do. They will buzz around each other to keep warm. Yeah, especially when it comes to brood and stuff. When they're trying to keep things. God, it is friggin' so hot. Oh God, it's warm as crap, man. This is so not fair. Like penguins during winter, they will huddle together. Yeah. Studies have been done how hives select larvae to become the queen. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think it's more like just a matter of like, okay, we need a queen now. Who can we use? And often they will generate several queens. Specifically when it's an emergency queen. So like when the queen's died for some reason. They will generate what's called like an emergency queen. And in that scenario, yeah, they make as many queens as they can. So you'll end up with like 8 queens in the hive, and she will then decide who she kills. Or like the queens will kind of, generally the first queen to come out that gets accepted will go and murder the other queens. So that way she is the only queen in the hive. Bees do like them thick. That's correct. I guess you could say that. What an observation, Cujo. Thank you. Bees don't store fat. No, they store honey and pollen. That's specifically what they do. Pollen is their protein. And honey or nectar, I guess you could also they also store nectar. Nectar is their like sugars and carbs. So how often do I brush up on bee facts? Not very often. I build them up over time slowly just by like researching or learning about bees in general. I spent a lot of time early on before I got my bees understanding how bees work and how they operate. And there's quite a few really good channels that I just like watched and listened to. And that's kind of how I got most of my bee facts. I don't go out of my way to learn a new bee fact. But yeah, just like over time I've built it up, and being able to open the hive and have a look inside, it's has slowly allowed me to build up a steady amount of bee facts. And yeah, I think it's super impressive. Cujo! Cujo! What are you doing, dude? What are you doing? God damn. That's terrible. In what in advancements in BTech? What's the latest? Yeah, it's an interesting one. I mean, over the years, there really hasn't been a huge increase in advancements in bees. I think there's been a lot of studies, and there's been a lot of studies in like what's killing the bees, how do we protect them, how much they do as a being, as a thing. But advancements tech-wise, there isn't a lot. I think there's specifically a couple of different things that I guess have recently come up. But there's constantly new studies. There's new studies, there's new things, and they're all, being discovered. There's new things. Hey, I don't know, I think. How you doing, man? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping by and saying hello. We're just talking about bees. My name's Old Mate. I'm a dude in Australia. I run a keyboard shop called Mountain Keyboards. And I'm just lubing some switches, and we're talking about bees right now. I have a little bee farm. I'm a hobby beekeeper, and yeah, we're just having a chat about bees while lubing some switches. But I hope you're doing well. Yeah, so when it comes to tech, there hasn't been a whole lot. I think the main thing, and you might have seen advertisements for it everywhere because they advertise a lot on Facebook and stuff, called the Flow Hive. That's been a massive thing in the beekeeping space. It's been huge. It's changed the game a lot. Flow Hive is what it's called. And basically it's a better beehive. It allows you to harvest honey a lot easier. And that's been a very big advantage. Other than that though, there hasn't really been anything. Like I said, there's been constant studies. Constantly. I haven't been lubing the front. You know what? I'm not gonna start now. Constant studies. Like, there's so many. Like, I want to set up a little temperature gauge in my hive because apparently they did a study a couple years ago where, like, you can, depending on the temperature of the hive, you can see what's going on. Like, if the queen's died, or if they're full of honey, or if they're, there's so many things. It's so cool. It's so cool. So, yeah, at one point I want to do that, but yeah. Why are bees so cute? Honestly, man, they're pretty cute. They're pretty ruthless as well. Like, I think they're just fascinating creatures, but they're they're brutal when you look at them and what they do. But they're very cute. Honestly, Cujo, if you're interested, look up different species of bees. Don't look at the European honeybee. Look up, there's a couple of different ones. Look at the bumblebee. Oh my god, it's such a cute little fluffy boy. Oh, so cute. The little fluffies. The bumblebee. Look up the bear bee. I think it's called the bear bee. The biggest puffy looking things. Beautiful things. There's a blue ring bee as well. I really like those. I think they're super cute. I see them around my garden a lot. They're fantastic. Do you think they like VB long necks? Cujo, I don't know. Honestly, Pancake Factory, he did warn you, and it also doesn't surprise me even a little bit, knowing Cujo. When Cujo warns you not to do something, you gotta bounce. Yeah, honestly, there are so many different species of bee, and like, the standard bee kind of only gets the love. The European honeybee only gets the love, but it's not, It's not. There's so many other bees. Oh, I don't know. I don't know, it's pronouncing your name, it makes it sound like I'm not addressing you, but I don't know, I'm doing really well. Thank you for asking. I hope you were doing really well. My bees are doing really well. Yeah, it's been coming along. They're doing well. I think they're a strong hive, and I've harvested honey a bunch of times, and I'm gonna harvest some more. So yeah, it's been a treat. I have a massive phobia of bees, but I love them in theory. That's fair, man. Bee stings suck. They suck. I completely understand, man. Getting stung by a bee is terrible, but they're so cute. So I completely understand your phobia. I feel that, dude. My favorite is the European bee we have here in Germany. Damn, okay. Because I know European honeybees, well, honeybees came from Europe. So I'm curious to see what else what's so special about this other bee? You had an MW75 build the other day. Are you stocking those on your website? So I am. I'm stocking some. I actually have some in person. If you're interested, feel free to DM me. I don't have the frosted acrylic version though. I have, I just sold a it's like a shadow tinted one. I just sold one of those. I've got a blackout one, and I got a couple other ones. If you want a frosted one though, I am getting some in. I'm just waiting on the payment to kind of go through. Maybe if I'm lucky, I'll get them before Christmas. If I'm lucky. But I'm hoping to have them available so that way I can sell in like little kits. So I can sell them for like a bundle where it's like, you know, I don't know, maybe like $270 or something like that, and you get the board, stabilizers, you get switches and keycaps, like a whole bundle. So I am. I will eventually get some in, yes. So if you're interested, feel free to join the Discord. Otherwise, you can feel free to DM me. I might be able to help you out earlier. There's the Discord there. Ping me. I can chat to you after stream for sure. They are like white almost instead of yellow. That's sick, Pancake Factory. That is so cool. Oh, maybe that is it, Cujo. I don't know your name. Maybe. That probably makes a little bit more sense. Jaden, I swear to God. I swear to God, Jaden. I will ban you. I will ban you. I will ban you. Oh, you guys suck. Okay. They let you pet them? So you can get there's a male bee. There's a male bee in the standard hive. So in my European hive, which is just, you can't see, I'm pointing where they are. You can't see them though. There is the male bee called the drone bee. Those you can actually pat because they don't have any stingers. So I could pass one to you. They can't sting you. You can just pat them. They're really cute. They're like a bit bigger than the other ones, the worker bees. They're super cute. How good are keyboards? Is honey vegan? This is a debated topic. I can debate it. Okay, so basically, it's depending on who you ask. To give you just a quick rundown, it is frowned upon by some, but also fine by others. If commercial beekeeping, just like any other commercial thing where you're taking an animal and you're making it work for you, is terrible, because when you look at kind of what humans do, they maximize profit, and so they will do terrible things to bees. I won't go into that, but you can look that up if you really needed to. It's disgusting, and it's gross. But when it comes to backyard beekeeping, I mean, I try to be as gentle as possible. You know, it ruins my day when I have to open them up because I know that I'm going to kill some of them, and that makes me very miserable. So, for me personally, my belief is that as long as you're getting backyard stuff and the person genuinely cares, it's okay. Having said that, I probably, in the future, when I no longer have the bees, I will probably stop eating honey. But yeah, it's a very highly debated thing. Some people don't like the topic. it's just interesting. IDK. Yeah, that works. I don't know your name. That also works. Yeah. What about beeswax? Beeswax is a different thing. So they actually secrete it from their bodies. Oh, I didn't even... So the reason why it's so debated by vegans is because you're taking from them. So you're using them for their product. That's why it's so highly debated. And stuff. I don't know if I've been doing the bottom of these. That's annoying. Oh well, too late now. Yeah, so you're basically using them and stealing from them, I guess. So that's the argument, and I guess it's genuinely, like with veganism or vegetarian, it's completely up to the individual person as to what they decide and what they believe and what they practice. But that's the general argument. Beeswax is a similar thing, I would imagine. Our ground bumblebees are so nice. Oh, dude, I love bumblebees, man. They're so cute and so fluffy. Sorry, Jaden. I am just catching up on all these friggin' messages, man. Yeah, that's awesome. Good work, Pancake Factory. Yeah, the bugs, dude, some of the bugs are brutal when you get bees. They will just murder your beehive. It's disgusting. Cape honeybees are almost back. Okay, guys, I know you redeemed a bunch of these hydrates. I need to get some more water. Jaden, I'm not going to ban you. I'm too lazy. Jaden, I'm too lazy to update stuff. I'm doing some lubing for a Cajal. I'm not building a tango. I'm sorry. So, yeah, they might not have actually tangos. Bingo, that's right, Pancake Factory. Honey cannot be vegan because it's from an animal product. Yes. And the ink blacks do look kind of pale. That's true. They're a little bit sick. They feel a little bit under the weather. Take care. I don't know. I don't care. I don't know your name. Man, I don't know. Okay. Yeah, that's exactly right, Kuja. I think that's, yeah. And you can't get consent from it because it's an animal, right? So, I don't know. It's very debated. Some people... Just depends. Commercial beekeeping, I would very much clearly... I would say, like... Probably not... Like, I don't think anyone really agrees with it. But when it comes to, like, individuals beekeeping, it can be for the better. Not for the better, but it can be okay. In a way. That's one hydrate. That's two. Three. Four. And that's five, baby. Posture check. Alright, I'll give you the full stand-up posture check. Alright. How's that? Is that good? I can't brain right now. Actually, you know what? We could even do a better posture check right now, baby. I want to bring you guys up with me. Okay? We're going to the moon. Okay? Here we go. We're going up. Damn. Okay, we went so far that I broke the camera. How good, dude. Hold on. Pause. Sick, dude. Alright, we're back. Wait a hot minute, you're actually using a brush? Yeah, I know, Jaden, it's insane. Laser Ninja wouldn't let me say no and sent me these goods. And I thought it would be disrespectful. It hasn't made me lube better at all, though. I'm sorry. It doesn't make me lube, doesn't make me a better luber. But I'll tell you what does. These puppies. Damn. These things make me so much better. They make it very hard to see and also very impractical. But you know.
He is popular. He is an interesting man, and we'll talk more.
I can't tell what has been lubed here when I wear these, but you know, they do be stylish. You know what I mean? So, how good? Yeah, entirely Ninja's fault. He sent me these, and I had to say that it would be. I appreciated his help. Because we're a water scarce country. Yeah, that's really sad, man. It happens though, like it's really sad. But I think at almost everywhere it's almost everywhere bees are struggling. Dude, I can't have you redeeming something and not get anything for it, you know? You got me standing up, dude. Now I'm ready to fight, dude. You know? It's all good. It's all groovy, baby. It's all groovy. What a track, dude. Oh, by the way, in case you guys were wondering, you weren't wondering, but I thought I'd tell you. The Australian Blood Bank, the Australian Lifeblood Service, is lacking blood at the moment. It's really bad. They need a lot more blood than what they've got. So, if you are perchance eligible and feel comfortable doing so, I would highly recommend donating blood. If that is something you are able to do, I would recommend. You're able to save 3 lives. You're able to do great things. And if you do it, send me a message of a photo of something of you being there or something like that. I'll send you a red for good keycap if you pay shipping. So, just putting that out there. If you can't, all groovy, baby. Just saying. That's what I got. That's what I can't. Here we are. That's me, baby. I absolutely hate these glasses, but I think they're funny. Can I ship? How can I ship my blood? You can't. They don't just accept blood in a bag. I've tried. Do I have to get some sort of test to know I have the good in my veins? No, you don't. You can just turn up at the blood bank. I would probably do the online quiz, which is available online. It's super easy. I would just do that just to make sure you're eligible in case you have some, you know, something that, some kind of, something very clearly wrong, like, you know, something that clearly makes you ineligible, so it saves you from having to go there to find that out. So yeah, you just do the online one. It takes you like a minute, and then after that, you can just turn up. They'll give you a little questionnaire. You answer all those questions to the best of your knowledge, and then you're groovy, baby. As long as you're all good, they'll let you donate, and then you can go ahead and give your meat juice. That's disgusting. Your blood, your fluid, And yeah, it's great. Someone else will be able to use it when they need it, and you'll save 3 lives. Which, I don't know about you, dude. That sounds like a pretty goddamn good thing to do, eh? Yeah, they want to know if you have barbecue sauce or ketchup. All blood banks are equal. Yep. You don't need to go to a specific bank. However, occasionally they, I don't think it really matters. I did get an email about CBD blood banks. Like City specifically needs them. But all of them's equal, really. They all just need it. So go to whatever's closer to you. God damn it. There are plenty around. So book an appointment. Why not? If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I am a fortnightly plasma donor. And I'm constantly there. And I've had every question and answered a bunch of questions. So if you've got one, feel free to ask. Always happy to help. What did I lose? I lost one. Oh no. Oh no, I didn't. We're all good. We're all good. Blood has a lifespan of 42 days, by the way. In case you wanted to know. After that, it's no good. Get out of here, Cujo. What are you doing? Good point. True. That's true. God, I am so sweaty. What time is it? 11:38. Guys, I've done like 30 switches. God, I hope they turn out to be okay. Well, even if they don't, I don't really care. Better than if I didn't. How often can you give blood and plasma? So that really depends. So yeah, with blood, you can give blood pretty often. I think it's once. Oh, it's actually not that often. It's once every 3 months. So plasma you can give once every 2 weeks. Plasma and platelets you can both give once every 2 weeks. But if you give whole blood, then you need to wait. A month before you can give plasma. So if you just donate plasma, you can go every 2 weeks. If you decide to give whole blood and a mix, you can do 4 weeks, and then in between your blood donations, you can do plasma. So how that would work is, you go in, you donate, you then wait a month, then you can do plasma after that, and then every 2 weeks after that, you can do plasma up until your next whole blood is ready. So after 3 months from your original whole blood, and then from there you can donate whole blood and rinse and repeat. Sick. Those are all done. I didn't lube any of the other things. That should be sick. What is plasma and platelets used for? So, I wrote up a little thing about what they're used for, and I think it'll explain it a little bit better than I will, but I'll try and explain it now as well. There's that. Basically, whole blood is super important for people that need kind of direct infusions. People like, maybe they've been in a car accident, maybe there was an accident at home where they cut off part of their finger, or they've bled out for, quite frivolously. In that scenario, they just need a direct implant of like, here's blood, you're running low. And so whole blood's super useful for that. It's also used for a bunch of other reasons, but specifically like pregnancies and stuff. But otherwise, plasma is super important because it's like it's used a lot in a lot of different ways. One of the main things is they can do like a direct infusion with plasma, and that's to kind of help deal with so many other issues. Like there's so many things that you can have plasma used for. It does so much within the body, but it does a bunch of good. But what you can do with plasma that you can't do with whole blood is that you can take plasma, and if there's too much plasma, they can actually turn it into something else. So they can turn it into another medicine or something that lasts longer than the lifespan of normal plasma that does. So that's where the advantage of having plasma is, but they need both. And then platelets is also just something that they use for a lot of other things. And yeah, it's all needed. I think from last I checked, I think we import like 60% of our blood and plasma and platelets and stuff. So yeah, we don't have too many. Yeah, I think platelets might be only once a month actually. Now that you've mentioned that, I think it might be limited to once a month. I think for certain people you can do it every 2 weeks. It depends on what your plasma or what your platelet count is. So there you go. And how much does it hurt? So it doesn't hurt a lot. I would say when the needle goes in, you feel it like a pinch, like as if you were to pinch your arm. I think that's the amount of pain that you would feel. It normally lasts for about a minute while the needle's in, and so when you do plasma and platelets, it's the same needle, it's just in longer. So generally I would advise to do whole blood first, and that allows you to get used to the needle and having a needle in your arm. And so it's a shorter period. So when you donate whole blood, you'll donate over a period of like 8 minutes, 10 minutes at most, and that's how long you'll have the needle in your arm. Whereas if you do plasma, you'll probably have the needle in your arm for 35 to 40 minutes. So that's a considerable amount of difference. So generally, whole blood first, just so you know the feeling, but basically you forget the needle's in your arm after about a minute, as long as you're not moving your arm or anything like that. So yeah, you generally, needle goes in, you forget about it, and then yeah, it kind of dulls the pain. So but to explain it, it's kind of like being pinched right in the arm, and you feel it for a period of time and then it disappears. Interesting. That's crazy. I didn't know that. Pancake Factory. Thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate that. What a fascinating fact. Alright, I guess we'll go ahead and start piecing together some of this stuff, because honestly, I'm getting really sweaty. And yeah, it's getting really warm. So I want to finish this off so I can chill out. Ooh, this is gonna be sick. South Africa currently has a critical shortage of B+ and B positive and O positive. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Like, it's really bad. And I think a lot of places are currently in a shortage just because of COVID and everything. I know we're in a shortage specifically because of lockdowns kind of opened back up, and during lockdown it was fine, like people were going out and donating, but because it was like an excuse to get out of the house. But now, because we've opened back up, people aren't, they're opting to do other things rather than donate blood. So that's why we've got quite a bit of shortage at the moment. Yeah, honestly, Pancake Factory, that's super interesting. I really appreciate that. I love sharing facts. I love hearing facts. That's, yeah, super awesome. Awesome. Honestly, Cujo, super cool, man. I think a lot of people. So just to give you like some random stats that I've read, maybe these have changed, but what they were at the time is like, I think it's 1 in 3 people will need blood in their lifetime. But it's like 1 in 25 that actually give blood. So just to put that in perspective, and you might need 6 donations worth of blood for you to actually get somewhere. Those stats are Australia though, so just to put in perspective. But yeah, so my my partner's mum had a pretty bad bike accident, and she needed something like 6 liters of blood or something like that. Maybe not 6. That sounds too much. Oh, it was a lot. It was a lot of blood. I think it was like 10 donations worth of blood. So, just to put in perspective, you know. But without getting that, then, you know, if she didn't get that, she wouldn't be here, so. Honestly, Pancake, you've done it more than other people. So, for that, I commend you. I really do. I think it's super important. But that's awesome that you've donated once before. Normalize getting your juice out with the boys. Your meat juice. I don't know if I want to... Oh, God. I don't know about that, Chief. Wait, what are you doing this Friday? Yeah, me and the boys are going to get our juice out. You want to come? And then we're going to go sink some beers afterwards. Don't do that. Don't drink beer. Don't drink after you've given blood. It's not a good idea. Holy cow, that's a lot. Yeah, man. Cute date ideas. Oh, I love it. Had a separate blood service and they have a surplus. Oh, man. Yeah, so, like, it's crazy, right? Like, so I didn't know this, but a lot of countries will actually trade blood. So, like, oh, you know, we need more B positive, you need B negative, we'll give you blood, you give us blood, and you'll, like, trade and sell. I think that's how that works. I just made that up, but I'm pretty sure that's how that works. I'm pretty sure I heard that at some point. I plan on doing it again, but I have a fear of needles. Honestly, Pancake Factory, that is awesome that you got over your fear to help out 3 people, man. That's sick. Honestly, commendable. So commendable. There's so many people that I know that, you know, when I tell them maybe you should try donate blood, they're like, no, I'm scared of needles. But the fact that you could get past that to just even once, awesome. Really, really do think that, you know, that's really awesome. I'm super proud. Super proud. Yeah, bro, me and the boys, we're gonna go get our juice out. We're gonna go get our blood on, mate. Yeah, me and Gaz are gonna go hit the needle, you know what I'm saying, mate? Wait, what are you doing Sunday? Yeah, me and Gazza, we're gonna go over to the bloody bank, mate. We're gonna go throw our blood at people, mate. We're gonna hit the needle hard tonight. It's gonna be sick. How good. The best thing is when everyone bakes something sugary afterwards. Hell yeah, dude. Here we get like a bunch of cookies and stuff. It's so good. My mom got a massive transfusion after she was in a car accident many years ago. That's it, Cujo. And honestly, if you didn't give blood, you know, people didn't give blood, maybe she might not be here, you know? That's, yeah, super, super sad. But glad she's all good, you know? It's, yeah, it's awesome, man. You can. I don't think it's a good idea, though. Do these even feel different? Honestly, I'm not even sure if these, if lubing these has even made a difference, if I'm honest. They're tactiles, like, I don't know. I'm pretty small brain, though. Hey, always keen. Thank you for that comment. Yeah, 100%. Wow, just look away when the needle goes in. I agree. I agree. For me, like, it's now at a point where I'm, like, completely fine looking at it. But when I first started, yeah, I hated seeing it. So, that's correct, 100% of the time. Just look away. Hope that they know what they're doing, and you'll be sweet, man. You'll be all good. But I appreciate that comment. Good to see you here. Thanks for chatting. Hope you're having a good day. Or a good evening, I guess. But yeah, don't go donate blood and then give them, then go hit the cans, mate. Don't go hit like a 6-pack. It's probably not a good idea. Don't go doing neckets like Tori, mate. Just crushing beers. After my mum had her brain surgery, she got a lot of blood donated, and I promised that I would do it someday. Man, that's so good. It's honestly super cool, Pancake. Like, not many people do it, man. You know, even people that have had that experience in your life, you know, like, the fact that you were able to go ahead and donate is super cool. Super cool. You know, it's super important. But yeah, really, especially with your fear of needles, congratulations. Like, that's super cool. It's a weird feeling knowing that, like, part of my blood is in someone else's body. And I'll never know. I could walk past them and they'll have my blood in their system. Is there an ideal company to donate to? Yeah, Red Cross normally is the general one. I mean, you could probably donate to your local blood bank. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly. Yeah, the dono cookies are pretty bomb. They don't actually do the cookies anymore though. So they shift the cookies, they shift the afternoon snacks out every now and then. Right now they've got like these slices. If you go and there's a coconut dark chocolate slice, get on that, dude. Oh, so good. They used to do muffins. It changes. You can get like a milkshake still. Mom gave her a lot of blood when she was young. Dude, that's sick. Could you? Love it. Love to see it, man. Can you drink before you dono? Yes, you need to drink water, not beers. I don't know, dude. I don't know what happens to alcohol in a blood bag, but don't do that. Oh. I just couldn't imagine losing a family member because there isn't any blood. Yeah, 100% Pancake. I feel the same. I think, like, what a crazy incident that would, you know, like... I really hope that it never happens. And I hope that it's never a thing that, you know... It's... You know, I think most of these emergencies and stuff, like when they call for a need for blood, it's more like a, guys, we're gonna need it pretty soon, so start donating, because we don't want to be in that scenario. You know, I hope that we're never in that scenario, because, yeah, that would be a, pretty rough go, for sure. But hopefully, yeah, hopefully it never happens. Yeah, you're not meant to. I mean, like, if you turned up and you're hammered, man, like, what are you doing? They're gonna send you away. Yeah, I have plans for Saturday, so I can't donate. Yeah, look, honestly, Cujo, like, just don't pressure people into it. Like, it'll happen, man. Like, you know, you can't push people into stuff like this. I think some people won't feel comfortable about it, and it might take a couple times to really bring it up. But yeah, honestly, I really wouldn't don't try and push it. You know, I think, like, you can really turn people off. And, like, for me personally, like, I just think I like to mention it every now and then and hope that maybe someone will go ahead and donate. But I don't think you need to, like, just pressure it, because people are going to ignore it, and you're going to end up on the bad. They're going to, like, nah, I'm not going to do that. So, just leave it. Maybe one day, go and donate yourself, and then be like, hey, you know, like, I donated, it wasn't that bad. It's a really foreign thing, you know, like, you're giving your fluid, you're giving your blood to someone, so some people might not like to do that, just in general. You know, it's the same thing like organ donation. People might not want to donate their organs. Just everyone's got their own opinion when it comes to it. I just think that if you know, as long as you don't have some form of super fear, or as long as if you can donate, why not? I think it's like an hour out of your day to save 3 people's lives, you know? So, when the youngin gets my blood donor and he gets alcohol poisoning. Yeah, probably not the idea. Yeah, nah, 100% Cujo, dude. I get it, man. Over time, man. Just, you'll get there eventually, man. But honestly, man, like, the fact that you're thinking about it, that's already so cool. You know, I think that's dope. And it's better than not. Better than not thinking about it, so. Good on you, dude. You know what I didn't do? I didn't put any films on these. I don't think these need films. That's what I'm gonna tell myself. I literally only just realized. I had these films here the whole time. I didn't use them once. I'm going to assume and tell myself that it's completely fine and they don't need films. So. Yep. How good. Didn't need film these switches. Ah. Now, there's a bag some here. Alright, so these ones, I'll put the lubed ones in here. Ah! Which is falling from the sky. Alright, sick. Well, my dudes and or dudettes, I believe we're coming up to an end here of the old streameroo, which is good because I'm sweaty, so sweaty, and I'm excited to be calling it an evening. Now, I think I've lubed half of the switches, so I do another stream where I lube the other half. And then the Cajal build, baby. How good. Anyone want to chat about 3D printing a PC case? Never heard of it. Never heard of it. Sorry, mate. Can't help you. Ah! Let's pack on up. Now, if anyone has someone they would prefer to raid, I'm all ears. I don't think I know anyone who's online at the moment. Yo, what up, Mendez? Is that V Mendez? You want a photo card? Oh, you just missed it. I'm about to log off because I'm so sweaty. Photo card. Where did I put it? Oh, it's over here. Which one's this? Oh, this is the Mendez. Oh, this is the Mendez, man. Wow. How good, huh? Honestly couldn't tell you for the life of me who this is. But it's got Mendez written on it, so it's kind of a big deal. Mendez, I heard you having a nap, mate. We were here having a conversation. Mate, we covered so many different topics. We spoke about bees for like a half an hour. I pretended I knew how to loop switches. What a stream, dude. I tried to dodge the Tory raid because I was like, I just wanted to vibe, but it turned out to be pretty good. Oh no, that one isn't lubed. Come back here. Nah, you good, mate? You're a growing boy, Mendez. You're a growing man. You need to get your naps. If you don't, who will, you know? No, it was good. It was a good chat. We had a good time. Spoke about blood. I think I already mentioned that. We were talking about donations. But no, it's good stuff. Thank you for this command. Perfect. I'm glad. Alright guys, well, let me just plug all my crap. That's a website, that's the Discord, if you feel like joining, whatever. I don't know how this all works, but you know, like yeah, that's me. Thanks everyone for hanging out. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's been cool. For anyone who's, you know, interested in donating blood or anything like that, feel free to reach out. If you got any questions or anything like that, I'm happy to help out and happy to point you in the right direction. And like I said, you know, if anyone donates and sends me a photo of, you know, them with a photo of their username or something to prove that you were there and you were donating, I'll send you out a 4 good keycap for free. You just pay shipping. So, yeah, super cool, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out. And yeah, hopefully next stream we'll be able to go ahead and finish Lubing and maybe even build the Cajal all in one stream. That'd be good. Busy climbing at Villawood. Nah, that's a lie, mate. That's a lie. You had a nap. You had a nap. You're a liar. Don't do that. Don't hit me with that. You make me sad. I'm going there tomorrow, so if you want to be there, you can go rock climbing. Okay. Elvin is streaming. Cool, we can raid him. Looks like you have significant overlap with Tori's viewership. Yeah, I tried to like dodge the raid because I was like, I don't know. Sometimes it's nice just streaming with like no one's here, and like slowly people trickle in. It's cool. Like you just like chill out. But when you get a raid, you know, people see how bad I am at streaming and, you know, bad I am at like doing things, so it makes it hard. But anyways, hey, thank you so much, Pancake. I appreciate that. I don't stream often, but I appreciate you hanging out. Good chats too. You told me a fact about beer, which is sick. But yeah, what a treat. All right, what raid message? What do we want to say? Anyone have any recommendations on a raid message? I've never done a raid message before. This will be my first. How good. That's perfect. I love it. All right, you know the deal. All right, let's do that. Let's send the raid. All right, Melvin. Let's kick that off. What a treat. Guys, we did super slow on the Lubing today, but what a treat. What a treat. Let's see. Hopefully my computer doesn't break and lets me raid. But yeah, thank you so much everyone for hanging out. I appreciate it. I'll catch you guys around in the next stream. And hopefully we'll get the Cajal built soon. I've also got that MW75 that I've got to build once I get stabs. They should be coming in soon. But yeah, take care everyone. Go ahead and give blood only if you want to. Take care. Has it worked? My live?